Hi family, welcome back to the channel. I pray each and every one of you guys is doing well today. So the cutest thing happened to me this morning and I just want to share it with you guys because I know many of you guys, you'll be able to relate. I woke up around 5 something this morning and I was just feeling a little annoyed, a little frustrated about some things, right? And all of a sudden this song just came to me, and if you've been watching me for a while, you know that one of the ways that God speaks to me is through music, right? But as much as this happens to me often, it always catches me off guard, right? So tell me how this song by Francesca Battistelli, a song I haven't heard in years, all of a sudden it's and it's the part that says, this is the stuff that drives me crazy. This is the stuff that's getting to me lately. In the middle of my little mess, I forgot how big I'm blessed. This is the stuff that gets under my skin, but I got to trust. You know exactly what you're doing. Might not be what I would choose, but this is the stuff you use. I was like, no, nope. I mean, it's one of those things where I just started laughing because, like, come on, the timeliness of the song. I'm feeling frustrated, I'm feeling annoyed, and then this song just came out of nowhere talking about being annoyed and frustrated. Come on. That is a God who listens. That is a God who's available 24/7. That is a God who hears you. That is a God who's like, okay, got it. All right. And it's his way of saying, I know you're frustrated, I know you're annoyed, but in order for me to show up in your life, I have to allow these things. You need to understand that it's in the everyday annoyances, it's in the everyday struggles that God uses to teach us patience. He uses to show up. Okay, a lot of times we want to see God's hands move in our life, but we don't actually want to go through anything. Okay, in order for God to remind you that he does miracles, you have to be in a position where you need a miracle. Okay, in order for God to remind you that he still is in the healing business, you have to be in a position where you need healing. Okay, and it goes on and on. Okay, you if you want to see God's hands as provider, you need to be in a situation where you need to be providing for, you need provision. All right, so God is like, how am I going to show up if you're not experiencing these circumstances? Okay, and so it's the little annoyances that we go through that God uses to build patience, to work on our character for growth, because God is all about growth. He is all about growth, right? And it's his way of showing up and saying, hey, listen, I hear you, I care, I care for you. And you're not alone. You're not alone, right? So yeah, so I thought it was really, really cute, and I know many of you guys can relate. You should check out the song. But yeah, the song is really about like just the day-to-day stuff that drives us up a wall, like losing our keys and getting. And so in the song, she had lost her keys, and then going above the speed limit and getting pulled over, right? But sometimes, if when those things happen in our life and you get pulled over, which is such an inconvenient, okay, because the reason why you were speeding was because you had somewhere to go, right? And then you get pulled over by the cops, and then maybe this is a way where God shows you mercy. Yeah, you deserved $100 and something ticket or however much, but he shows you mercy, and maybe the cop gives you a warning and let you go. And it's these are the stuff, these are the things that it's a way for you to see God's hands, right? It's a way for you to see him show up, because just imagine a cop letting you go with a warning. Like, wouldn't that feel good, right? So it's a way of him showing his hands. It's a way for him to show up in your life, right? So it's a way to gain new perspective, basically, right? So God is saying, trust and believe that sometimes these annoyances and these frustration is to allow you to see things in a different light, and it's allow me, God, to show up and show out in your life. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this blessed you. But yeah, check out the song, it's really cool. Take care.